I'm going to be reading out of my teen fantasy. This is for teenagers. Shadow Legacy. The first book is Art of the Ninja Earth. Second book will be coming out hopefully in the fall. Which kind of delves us right into the action. It does take place in Japan. The main character is Duncan. He has something dwelling within him, and with all of the teen anger and everything, it's using that to build and claw its way to the surface and try to take him over. But he is just now figuring out that something's going on. And he and his best friend Hikaru have gotten in trouble with some rival teens, and they got into a massive fight. These are, how can I put this? Modern day teen assassins trained in the ways of the ninja. So, to kind of give you an idea of what they're up to. Hikaru had sunk to one knee, holding a hand over the gash across his chest. Blood continued to ooze between his fingers. He was losing too much blood. I grabbed his right arm and flung it over my shoulder. Hikaru, stand, I ordered. Dude, that was about 50 guys you just laid out, he drunkenly smirked. Get up, Hikaru, I need you to walk. We have to get out of here, I urged. That was so awesome. Hikaru muttered, then tried to stand, only to whine and clutch his spoon. Distant shouts set my senses on edge, and I knew we didn't have a lot of time to make our escape before more Shimoshuki surrounded us. On your feet, Shinobi, I shouted at Hikaru, jostling him a little. Now get up and move! Hikaru raised his head and sobered at the sound of an angry order. He instantly stood and took a few steps. Move, Hikaru, move! The next thing I knew, he was running next to me, and the more we ran, the more his head seemed to clear. You're going to be honest in no time, he gasped. Just go on, forget about me. I didn't reply. Instead, I practically picked him up and bolted through the trees while entering the clearing that separated the forest. The strength I had felt earlier surged again into my tired muscles, and I knew once we crossed the clearing, the border between our clans, they wouldn't follow. If only I could stop their pursuit. Yelling and shouting drew closer. They were only a matter of several feet away, right at the tree line. At only a fourth of the way across the clearing, I stopped, dropped Hikaru to the ground, and rounded on the enemy. My eye caught something in the trees. There, off to the left, high in a tree, away from the clamoring group of men, was a kunoichi. She stood there, watching. Her presence piqued my curiosity, but I couldn't worry about her now. I had to buy us some time. If only I could stop them. How, I thought. You know, the voice cooed again. Do it, whatever you think of. I want them to stop, I said out loud, and held out both my hands as if to hold back the approaching ninja. Instantly, a strong gust of wind blew up around me, whipping my hair, gi, and tall grass into a frenzy of motion. The energy rush was staggering, and I wasn't sure what happened next. I equated it to a blackout, because moments later, I had Hikaru flung on my back and was bolting for the Chao clan tree line with incredible speed. I cast a glance over my shoulder to see a pile of ancient trees lying on the ground, and Shimoshuki ninja trying to get past them. Did I do that? I wondered slightly. I ran through the trees, zipping around boulders and thorny bushes until I started to tire. I slowed to a walk and realized I wasn't angry anymore. My mission was accomplished. I had what I wanted and decided that all the energy I expelled must have drained my anger. I stopped and gently set Hikaru on an old log. You're still bleeding, I said, pushing back his extremely long hair as it fell forward and stuck in the blood. Well, I was lying across your back, so the jostling didn't help, Hikaru said with